It's going.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been like 5 or 8 years or something like that. I don't really remember. It's been a long time. Had a lot of life changes. Went from full-time reselling to not reselling at all. I've not resold anything really substantially in about 3
years.
3 years. Have a lot more gray hair and a lot more wrinkles and a few more pounds. But I'm officially in retirement. But recently really started missing reselling. As I've said before, eBay's in the blood, and whenever that's kind of been your identity for 20-something years, it's hard to go away from it and not come back to it. In the time that I've been away, I have gone through a divorce. I have gotten remarried. This is Brian. This is my husband. We've been married for 2 years, together for 5 years. And he's been introduced to reselling, and he loves it too. And you know, we have a good time going out sourcing, but the hard part is coming home and listing all of it. So this past week we took a trip to Ben's about an hour away, and spent maybe 2 hours there?
Yeah,
about 2 hours.
Something like that.
And found like 66 pieces. We spent $100.91. And my eBay account had 0 items listed, and I listed 23 items from the items that we found, and have already sold 3. So not too shabby. In less than a week, sold 15% of my inventory. So you know, and I was worried coming back because everyone says that eBay is dead. So I don't know. I don't think it's dead. So it is what it is. But the purpose of today's video is to start a series where I take you along rebuilding what was once a very large eBay store that went to nothing, and now we're going to take it back. It may not ever be, you know,
what it once was.
Yeah, what it once was. I don't know if I could ever get to 10,000 items again. I'm not young. And he's even older, so.
Oh, yeah.
But without any further ado, let's get into the video and show you what we found. Our average buy cost was, I want to say $1.58.
Yeah, I think that's what we figured it out to be.
Yeah. So we found a decent amount of shoes, which is surprising because I usually never find shoes at the bins, and if I do, it's like one decent pair. So I found these really cute Sperry's. These are actually a women's size 11, and they are like
brand new,
perfect condition. Granted, these will probably only sell for like $25, but when you pay $1.58, who cares?
Yeah.
This is a pair of Mark Fisher. They're calf hair, leopard print, block heel, pointed toe. Again, like perfect condition. Sold comps on these are like 40 to 70. So very happy with finding these.
Yeah.
Found this pair of Crocs. They're the jelly sandals with the open toe. I think the comps on these were around 25, if not, you know, 20. But again, $1.58 to 20, I'm okay with that. I picked up these footbed sandals just because they kind of reminded me of Birkenstocks, and they don't look like they've ever been worn, and they were a funky color. They're called Calcio or Calceo. It's C-A-L-C-E-O. They're a European size 36, but these are selling for about 30, so I'm pretty happy with that. They're very cute. I found this pair of Uggs. They have the Sherpa on the outside of them, and they're kind of like a Vans style sneaker. Leather insole. Again, really good condition. And I think these are selling like 25 to 35. And they just need like minimal cleaning. I did get this pair of Cole Haan all leather boots. I don't think they've ever been worn. I mean, they're perfect. So these comps, the last pair that sold for like $89, but I know that we're in the summer months, so I'm contemplating holding these until
closer to winter.
Yeah, like
winter.
September.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to let them go for, you know, such a little amount of money whenever I know that these will do really well, because they're very equestrian, they're leather, they're perfect. And Cole Haan's a good brand for boots. And then I found this pair of Madewell with like a lug sole, ankle height. They're a gray suede, excellent condition. You know, if they were worn like once or twice. So I'm anticipating getting, you know, probably 35 to 40 for these. These next ones I absolutely love. They're Western style, heeled, very tall boot from ASOS. I believe they're a women's 9 wide, but again, they don't look like they've been worn. You can see where the retail sticker was on them. These won't sell for a huge amount of money, but you know, $30, $35. I'm pretty happy with that. And then the last pair I got, I honestly don't even know why I picked these up. I think I was anticipating going back through my cart and I didn't do it. They're a Lane Bryant. They're just a little ankle strap, shoe flats, leopard print, but they are a wide width. So I think that will help them. So even if I only get, you know, $15, $20, again, I paid $1.58 for the pair. So it's still not bad. I only found one handbag. It's an Anne Klein, but it's just a cute design. And I'll probably, you know, list that for around 20. And then next, these I've already got, I pulled the things that I had listed already because I haven't bagged anything, so we can look at them. Even though they're listed, I'll just have to put these to the side so I don't get them mixed up. But this is a Misa Los Angeles dress. These dresses do really well. They sell from like 40 to 100 plus. This style, I think I listed this one for 50. This little dress, I didn't know, I usually do not pick up maternity clothes. They just don't sell very well for me. But I didn't see that this one said maternity. I thought it just said Old Navy. And usually little Old Navy dresses I can sell for, you know, $12 all day long. But this one's maternity, so we'll see. I've got it listed, I think, for $13. And we found like a big stack of men's shorts, which, you know, is perfect for this time of year because it's hot. And none of them are a great brand, but you know, you can come buy them from me for, you know, $10 to $12 or spend 40 plus in a store. So I think, you know, they'll still do okay. These are Hagar men's size 36. They're just a really nice blue color, flat front, lightweight men's short. This top, it's not a great brand, but it's got, you know, different things going for it. It's a longer length, like tunic, high-low. It's got some smocking, this heavy embroidery, a little flutter sleeve, a tie across the back. So I think that that's going to be an easy $12. Got a men's Polo Golf, which, you know, we know they don't make Polo Golf anymore. It's a really nice print. It's a beige paisley. The only thing is it's a medium, but I still have it listed for 20, and it's had quite a few views, so I'm hopeful. Now on eBay, Torrid typically does not do super well for me. I know other people can do really well with it. For some reason, it's never really sold for me, but I did pick up this Torrid super soft knits. It is a 0, which equates to a women's size large, but I like tie-dye, and I just like this fabric. It's a deep V-neck, high-low, 3/4 sleeve. I think I have this one listed for 15. Again, another pair of men's shorts. You know, anything in the plaid, I think does better than the solid colors. They're cotton. This jacket, so it weighs over 2 pounds. So I paid for this one piece over $4. But again, I take the average at the end of the day. So this one raised my cost of goods on everything a little bit, but it's gorgeous. It is a Chico's size 2, but look at all the fun embroidery. And it's got a back hit, and on the other sleeve it's a single button. It's a longer length blazer, and it's like that heavy, almost like a scuba knit. So I think I have that one listed for 40. This next one I was so excited to find. It's a vintage Laura Ashley. Comps on this are like 100 plus, so I've got mine listed for 125, which I just sent an offer for 100 on it. Nice. So, but yes, it's got the little puff sleeve. It's a midi length. It's like a turquoise and pink floral. 100% cotton. Again, vintage Laura Ashley does very, very well in their dresses. So I am excited about that one. All right, we got some Lucky Brand women's jeans. They are a size 14, and they are the sweet mid-rise straight. I got several pair of jeans. I already sold one pair, and they were an Old Navy, but they were size 18 and they were boot cut, and I sold those for 13. Again, not getting rich off the single sales, but these are things that people want and need every single day. So yes, I did get things that sell for quite a bit, but they aren't a need, it's a want. So another pair of jeans. Again, these are just Old Navy Boyfriend. They're a size 16. I've got those listed for around $15. This one literally weighs like nothing. It's a Talbot's women's size extra large. And I've already got so many watchers on this one. And it's just like a sateen fabric. It's got the butterflies and the flowers and the tassel tie. It's got a lot going for it. Talbot's in bigger sizes always does really well for me. And I've already, like, all of this stuff I've already washed before I listed it, because the bins, you know, while we love the bins, it does smell really bad. And I have another pair of men's shorts. These I think are the black and, no, these are Charleston twills, but it's a Madras plaid, which is like the patchwork plaid. Just based on style, I think those will do okay. I think I have them listed for 15. Brian actually found these. They're Brooks Brothers. Oh yeah, he found a lot of the shorts and stuff too. So, and the Talbot's top. They're pink, but they're Brooks Brothers. They're 100% cotton twill pants. They have some pleating on the front and a cuffed hem. And it's a newer label, but pleating on the front is kind of back in. So pick these up. Already sent an offer on them. I think I have those listed for 20. another pair of women's jeans. He found these two. These are Vigos, the Frankie Slim Straight, and they're women's size 30, which is a size 10. They're a light wash. And I think I have these listed for around 20. But just good solid pair of jeans. And with school coming back, I think jean sales are going to start picking up. Ava and Viv, it's a plus size brand. These are a size 20. And they have the comfort waistband, which is the only reason I think I picked these up. But when I went to list them, I noticed that the pockets are faux pockets, so they're actually a jegging. And they are a skinny. So I don't know if these are ever going to move, but it's fine. Again, we're restarting, so I'm having to unlearn old habits and old buying patterns.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still pretty excited with what we got. All right, these are a ladies American Eagle. These are the mom jean, and they are a 16 short with all the distressing. And I think I have these listed for around 18. And everything, when I'm giving you prices, I charge shipping for a multitude of reasons. And I know a lot of people don't charge shipping, and that's okay, because your business is your business and my business is my business. And what one may do in the world of eBay may not always work for everybody, and that's okay. I think you found these too, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, so these are the J. Crew. They're a women's size 14, which is a great size for J. Crew. They're navy blue and white polka dot. These are called the J. Crew basket weave scatter dot short. And I think I have those listed for around 15. Now, we all know at the end of the bin where people throw things back is a great place to look. Because we're not all looking for the same thing.
Exactly.
So I was at the end of a bin. He had kind of already tapped out and was just sitting in a chair on the side. And I picked this dress up and I just mouthed to him the brand.
And I was like, oh, wow. Somebody put that back.
Somebody literally threw back a St. John. And it's a good size. It's a women's size 10. It's a wool blend. It's a little sheath dress. 3/4 sleeve, back zip. I have this listed for $149.99. So exciting stuff. All right, all these things I also washed, and these are already prepped and on hangers for me to get my photos. But right here we have 6 pair of men's shorts. I won't bore you with like brands and all that stuff. It's just, if you pay $1 a piece, you're at minimum on a pair of men's shorts gonna get $10. And you know, whenever I've already shown you 2 pairs that I listed,
Yeah.
so we got 7 pair total. And if I sell them for $10 each, that's still $70. And then after fees and everything, we're looking at around $50. So that's still half my buy cost just in the men's shorts. And they're super easy to list.
Yeah.
Lightweight, easy to ship, don't take up a lot of room. Also got this women's pair of like light greenish blue, almost like a light teal Adidas joggers. And they have the embroidery over here, and they have a spell out somewhere. Okay, they don't have a spell out. I don't know. I thought I saw a spell out on those, but alas. All right, DR2, that's Daniel Rain, which is, it's a decentish brand, but I picked this up usually in bigger sizes. And it's like a peacock blue, but it's a Swiss dot kind of fabric. It's got some embroidery right here on the front placket with a tassel tie, and it's a rounded hem, a little bit longer in length. So I think easily I can get, 10 to 15 on that one. And dresses are hard for me to leave behind if they're cute in any size, because the least I'll usually sell a dress for is like $12.99. So easy $10 profit. This one's White House Black Market. It's just a black and pink floral little A-line. Very cute. Really easy, knee length. Brian found this one. Brian knows everything about sports and I know about nothing. He really does. He's being modest. It's a Majestic men's 2XL quarter zip. What is the KC?
Kansas City Royals.
Kansas City Royals.
Baseball.
Baseball. Okay, so not even football. And it's just heathered, but he looked it up and...
It's, you know, it's a solid $20-25. It's a 2X, which the comps, there wasn't many listed in this style, but the comps were $20-25, and that was on smalls and mediums. So a 2X, you know, we might could even get a couple extra bucks, but still $1.50, $20.
Yeah,
we'll take that markup every day.
This is how I've always ran my business: is as long as it's in good condition, it's a decent size, I pick it up and it sells. It may not sell for like high dollar, but I'm still making a profit. And like before, whenever I had close to 10,000 listings, and my buy costs even back then were cheaper. I was around $1, but prices have gone up. So I had $10,000 total in my inventory. Whenever you go to a retail thrift store and your average buy cost is $6, that same inventory would have cost me $60,000. So it would take me much longer to make back my investment. And we all know eBay is a beast that you have to feed. You can't just list a few things here and there. You have to be consistent in order to have a good sell-through rate. And so that means you have to keep buying. And if you're spending a whole lot on your inventory and you're having to constantly buy, it's going to be hard to make enough profit to cover the buy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Moving
on. This one I got because it's some kind of anime. I have no idea.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot listed, but there were several things in very similar styles. It's a hoodie. It's a young people's thing. It's gonna get.
And there's the name again. Now, something my daughter pointed out to me the other day is the back of it is covered in curse words. I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either when I picked it up.
There's literally, I'm not even going to show it on camera because there's like really bad curse words. But
everything I was seeing says we could get 35 to 40 out of this all day, especially the size the hit. I would never wear it, but my son would. She's got a daughter
that's into anime, so
she would wear that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, my son wouldn't wear it because it's got a curse word on it. All right, again, dresses. I pick them up, don't care. This is just an Old Navy, but it's got a little eyelet lace cap sleeve and like the corset tie on the neckline. Just the easy breezy above the knee cotton dress. Again, if I only sell it for 10, I'm okay with that. This one, I probably, if I'd have gone through my cart, I probably would have pulled it out. I think I just originally threw it in because it's a 2X, but it's Sunshine and Rodeos. I haven't even looked it up, so I have literally no idea what this is or if it's even anything. I just thought, you know, the pattern would photograph well because it's such a bright color, and it's a 2X. But it's a tunic. It's just a tiered patchwork looking tunic, little flutter cap sleeve, and a gathered neckline. So again, if I only sell it for 10, I'm still gonna make a profit and I'm completely happy. Now, Ralph Lauren men's shirts, I don't pick up all of them, and there's usually, you know, there's quite a few, but Ben's prices for sure. But this blue and white striped, like the Oxford cotton, has always performed really well for me. with the like multicolored polo embroidery. And it is the Yarmouth 100% cotton Oxford. It's a size 1633, so it's a decent size. It's in excellent condition, so I'll probably sell that for around 20. And these are, what are these? Oh, they're Columbia Omni Shield men's size 40 with a 30 length. Just a pair of khaki, like athletic kind of fabric, the moisture wicking, very light. So, I don't know, maybe $20. I think you found these.
Yeah.
But
15 to 20 bucks.
15 to 20, but again, we're okay with that. And my philosophy is quick nickel as opposed to a slow dime. If I hold on to them and I know that they'll sell for 20 eventually, I'm okay with selling them quick for 15. It's not worth it to hold on for inventory for an extra $5-10. So I'll let it go. I don't care. Old Navy, size large. It is a bodysuit, but it's velour. It's a square neck, long sleeve, stretchy. I just think it's a fun piece, and you know, being that it's a large, it's a decent size. It's a wrong season for it, but you know what? Sorry, babe. I'm like covering his whole face up. To me, it doesn't matter because I sell swimsuits in the wintertime and sweaters in the summertime. Some people just are cold-natured, I guess. I don't know. I would die in that right now.
Yeah, for sure.
It's too hot. Again, it's a little mini dress. This is by Wishful Park, size medium. It's a chambray, but it's got like this embroidered like eyelet design on the hem. Little short sleeve. It's one of those that can be worn up on the shoulder or off the shoulder. So again, if I make $15, it's fine. Vince Camuto. Decent. I mean, it's an okay brand for resale. I don't know that it's a great brand. But it's got several things going for it. It's solid color. It's a good size. It's size 14. And it's a 3/4 sleeve, so it's good for summer or winter. And it's like this eggplant purple color.
Yeah. It's
a knee length, A-line, exposed back zip. It's just overall, it's a good dress.
Yeah, the phone's not picking up quite the brightness of the purple.
It doesn't.
I mean, it's not bright, but
it's definitely an eggplant.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and Brian found this one, and it's new with tags. It's Antela Loft, size medium, short sleeve, just a shift dress. It's a gray and black, like Glen plaid. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up very well.
Yeah, it's so hard.
It's lined. You know, it's a staple piece, and it's new with tags, so I'm gonna say we'll get $20 out of that one. Now, something
she never does this.
I never do, but again, I'm coming back to eBay after having been gone for a long time, so I want to try other things. And bras weigh like nothing, so I got this one. It's Victoria's Secret pink, but it looks like it's never been worn.
Yeah, there's no indication it's been worn.
Yeah.
If it was one
and
time.
It's cute, and it's got, you know, a really thick band. It's wireless, so I think that will help it. This one is really big. So I know that bras are super expensive, and it seems like the larger the size that you need, the harder it is to find them. So again, this one is in really good condition. It's made by Auden. It's a 46 triple D. There's the tag. And it's just a purple lacy, and it's also like wire free. So comfortable is, you know, key. All right, this one I probably should have thrown back. Because I think it's actually, I don't think it's cute, but I don't even know where the top is. It's a vintage Diane von Furstenberg, but it's not good Diane von Furstenberg, which would be like an original wrap dress. This is very 80s. It's like a blouse on with the pleated skirt. I can't make out what the size is, but here's the vintage tag, and I have not washed this one yet, so it's kind of yuck. But yeah, very grandma and very 80s.
It's definitely something my
But it's,
grandma would
you know, the
wear.
blouse on where it looks like there's a blouse over top of the dress with the pleated skirt. Again, I don't know. I've seen these whenever I try to comp it, like $25, but still 25 is a lot better than I did on some of the others, so I guess I'm okay with it. It's just
we paid $1.50.
it's hard to list things that you're not passionate about and that you don't actually really like. So that one will probably be the last one I list. So all right, moving on. This is just a loft size medium little cotton sleeveless tunic top with these little red embroideries, and it's got some pom-pom trim. Yep. So, you know, it's in season. Again, if I sell it for 10, I'm okay. All right, I just noticed that this one has quite a bit of damage, so I won't be listing it. But it was a New York & Company size extra large, like faux leather, like peplum kind of style top.
Yeah,
but I just noticed, like, on the armpit, it's peeling.
I'm sure
so
that happens to other people a lot too. You get in the heat of the moment in the bins,
Yeah.
and you're getting tired, and sometimes those little things, especially with black stuff, it gets
Yeah.
easily overlooked.
that, and you know, you're trying to like grab before anybody else can, and you really should go through your cart. And I didn't do a very good job at that. So
Yeah, you kind of sucked at that.
it's
But
okay. I still did all right.
Yeah,
I
you
still
did
did
okay.
all right.
Yeah, you did all right.
All right, these are Tommy Bahama Spa. I think they're a size small, but I had never seen the spa line, and they're just like a lounge pant, like a wide leg, like cream colored lounge pant,
Are these men's or women?
women's. And I know that the wider leg, like loungy, athletic kind of stuff is doing really well right now. So I think that those are gonna do well. And they have like this really cute like rope tie. So again, those are still in the wash pile. And we live in the South, so Southern Tide here, at least Southern Prep does really well. And this is a Southern Tide men's 2 extra large, and it has like this larger print on the back, but it's just a long sleeve t-shirt. So again, $12 to $15, nothing super crazy.
But
Yeah.
it'll sell.
This one was also in the throwback pile, and I was so excited to find it because I've never actually found one of these that was authentic and like handmade, but this one is, and you can tell by the seams on the inside how it's like raw cut and it's not serged, but it's like a Mexican dress with all this really beautiful heavy,
No,
it's gorgeous.
So pretty.
and it goes all the way down the front. I absolutely love this one, and sold comps are anywhere from like 50 to 100. So mine has a couple of condition issues. It is
if we can
vintage,
get-
so it's fine. But
So if we can get 50, 60 bucks out of
yeah,
it.
I'm probably looking at 50. So Soft Surroundings, this used to be one of my favorite brands to pick up, and I know that like it really doesn't do that well anymore, especially in smaller sizes. Plus sizes still does okay. This
Yeah.
is an extra small, but it's sleeveless. It's a bright sunny yellow, and it's got these really cool like embroidered and appliqued flowers on it. And it's just, you know, it's season appropriate. Again, $10, I'm okay with it. Again, another dress. I love dresses. I don't wear dresses, but I really love to look at them and I love to sell them. This is a Loft Women's size 6. It's super lightweight, even though it's long sleeve. It's above the knee, floral, black, just a classic piece. So again, $15 to $20 on that one. This one is a Banana Republic. It is a 4 petite, which again, petite sizes are not my favorite. They are harder to sell.
Yeah.
But I like dresses, so it's just
it'll sell. It just
a square neckline,
longer.
Orange and white, kind of like shift or sheath. And it looks like the fabric is made to look like raw silk. It is not raw silk though. It's cute. Has pockets. Crown and Ivy. So plus size Crown and Ivy sells. One of the 3 cells that I've already had out of this lot was a Crown and Ivy. Top. It was a 4X.
Think so.
Yeah, it was just a little peasant top, 4X. It sold for like $13, and I'm perfectly happy with that. But these are also Crown and Ivy. There are 16 women's. I've not sold the pants, so I don't know. Again, if I make $10, I'm okay. It cost me $1.50. They're solid orange, kind of like a twill, cotton.
Nice white or purple top. You can wear that to the Clemson game. And
that's probably why they were there, because again, we're in South Carolina and Clemson fans are their own breed. So
the best breed.
Yeah. And then
like
this
Wagyu
one
beef.
is a Columbia women's medium hooded, like little popover. Does have the spell out down the sleeve, but it's like the color of butter.
Dry fit
and it's moisture wicking, dry fit. So again, weighs like nothing. And if I sell it for 10, perfectly happy. This dress, it's a Jessica Simpson. Again, not a great brand. Not something that at full retail I would ever in a million years consider picking up. But these bright, fun fabrics photograph really well. And it draws the eye in. And it's a size 4. It's a smaller size. But it's great for this time of year. And it's fun colors. So, probably get $12 out of it. I'm okay with that. I think I've said that about a million times this video. I'm okay with that. We're almost done, guys. These are Cato.
Yeah.
But I noticed that people list these with like the C established 1946. This is just the Cato house brand, so it's just Cato. But they're 14-16. They have a little paper bag waist, wide leg, with a fabric belt, and they're really stretchy. And I sell Cato plus size really fast, so I'll probably get $12 out of these. I think I sold a pair of Cato pants about a month ago that someone had given to me, and they sold like overnight for $15. So it works. This one I picked up just to see how it does, because I know Y2K is like cool now, and that's kind of like our era.
Yeah.
And I probably late 90s, early 2000s owned a dress just like this. It's Express. It's an extra small, but it's silk. And it's just a little shift dress, but it is very reminiscent of that time period. I don't know if this is good Y2K or bad Y2K, but literally I think it weighs maybe an ounce. It's so lightweight that putting this in the cart did not make a difference on our cost. So again, if it sells, great. If it doesn't, I'm not going to be heartbroken because it didn't weigh anything. So
it's practically, it might have cost us a penny or two at most. It's almost like a freebie.
Yeah. So our whole goal in rebuilding the store and starting to do eBay again is we're in retirement. So with our little retirement checks, our bills are covered. We don't want or need for anything. But the head gasket, is that what it's called?
Yep.
On our car, like blew up or exploded, whatever it does that makes it go bad. It went bad. And car started overheating, and our car's only 3 years old. So
yeah,
it's not like it's an old car. So our goal is to be able to replace it, like the whole car. Everything has gone wrong with this car. The air conditioner failed. Then this happened, and I'm just over it. I just want a different car. So if you want to follow along with us on our journey, every week we'll post sales updates and kind of keep you guys in the loop, whether we're going to make it.
Yeah, if y'all know any video editors, send them our way, because we don't know what we're doing. So
yeah, no, this video, all of my videos are going to be like a one shot and done. I don't care if I mess up.
Yeah, they're not gonna have a lot of graphics built into them or anything like that.
I don't know any of that. I don't. My brain is too full of other useless knowledge to incorporate any more useless knowledge. Where I'm done. It's full.
Like, I could probably figure it out, so I had somebody just kind of show me how, but I don't know.
Yeah, if someone wants to teach him,
I tried to look it up, and
yeah,
I don't learn well that way. I'm more of a hands-oner.
Yeah.
So. But other than that, it'll be basically.
But basically, we're just trying to find our people, our tribe, people who don't care that we aren't stick thin and Vogue cover ready. I mean, you are pretty, but
I know, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah! Before this, I decided I was going to get my CDL and make him come out of retirement and go over the road.
Back over the road. I did not want to go driving.
He didn't want to do it, but we did it for 6 months anyways, and it was a blast. But
oh yeah, I miss it now. Kind of.
Yeah, we had a really cool truck though. It was almost like an RV. So it wasn't like real gangster trucker living.
Yeah, I've done that.
He did it for like 14 years, but I was like, it could be fun just to go drive the country because our kids are all grown and they're moved out. Well, he does have one son, but he lives with his mama.
Yeah.
Who's not grown yet, but
yeah, he's 12.
Yeah, that was interesting. I had a blast, but our truck kept breaking down and.
It just started giving us signs the last month and a half, 2 months that were just like, one more sign, one more sign.
Yeah, I kept saying, God, just one more sign.
Us one more sign, and we still did. We were dumb and we didn't listen. And so
I think about the last one was when I almost got hit by the Mack truck in the parking lot.
That one was pretty close, but that was another sign that led to us getting caught in a blizzard in Denver.
That was in the blizzard in Denver.
Yeah, I know, but it was another sign that led us because the truck broke down on the side of the road as we're headed to Dallas to go, and then it breaks down, and
and we had
couldn't get it fixed same day. Then the blizzard hits that night.
Yeah, we had a steer tire blew out. It was a crazy couple of months, but we learned a lot. We got to spend like a lot of time together.
Thankfully, we actually like each other.
Yeah, we had fun. But I guess that's it. And if you enjoyed it, subscribe, do all the things that you do on the YouTube. Leave us a comment. Let us know who you are. What's your journey been? What's your journey look like?
Where are you trying to get to?
Where are you trying to get to? And, it's going to be fun reconnecting with all of you eBay resellers out there. Because again, I started reselling in 2000 and I did it full time up until 2021, 22. I don't know. I'm old. I forget things.
Something like that.
So, all right, guys. But for now, that's going to be it for us. And
thank y'all for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
It's a little longer than I thought it would be, but
I know it's going to be this long. I talk too much. But all right, guys, we'll see you. Bye bye.